is asking, question, I heard in a Shiur that the Rambam said it's not permissible to eat mushrooms. Does this apply to all mushrooms? And this view on mushrooms, this view on, and do you have any more information on why mushrooms would be forbidden when many mushrooms have known have health benefits?
Okay, so it's from Hilchot Deot, and actually covered in this class, but early, like I don't know, several months ago. So it's when Kitzur was talking about, and then he copied, of course, he compiled. He did not go through the whole extent as Rambam went, but he compiled from Rambam, because the Rambam was a doctor, very famous and very successful doctor in his time. So he compiled all of these advices, what to eat, what not to eat, so what foods to stay away from, what foods to eat in limited amounts, and some foods that he said like limited amount, like meat of big animals, like cows, like bulls, not a lot, because it's not very healthy. I mean, you eat, but not too much, right? And small animals is better, but the best is chicken or something, right? And one of the things that is not recommended, right, was mushrooms. So, but of course, a lot of works were written by contemporary rabbis about how this applied to today, right, to us. And most of them are saying, so we have to go, and Rambam is saying, of course, you have to go by contemporary opinions. Because why? Because the nature change of the people. And if you notice, Rambam skipped in that work, he skipped many advices from the Talmud. And he says in his introduction, I don't remember whose introduction was. It was the author, or it was the translator, or was it Rambam himself? I don't want to say because I do not remember 100%. But Rambam. So the bottom line, Rambam skipped many advices from the Talmud, because he strongly believed that these advices from the Talmud, which were I don't know, several hundred years before the Rambam, maybe 700 years plus minus before the Rambam, plus something like that, right? 600 years, okay, were before the Rambam, right? Because why? Because he said all of these advices, these health medical advices, were good at that time, right? And those places where people used to live. You understand? Babylonia. So, since the nature of the people changes, and food changed also, this processed food. So in my days when we were growing up, so to eat mushrooms. So I mean, of course, you used to sell the mushrooms in the market, never in stores, like in the market. But people would go to the forests, and what they pick the mushrooms themselves. So some people were expert in the mushrooms, but there were so many mushrooms. Sometimes it looks like good mushroom, but it's not. It's like I don't know, somebody took something wrong, and like I remember when growing up, many people had mushroom poison. I don't remember how many people die. I mean, they would take him to a hospital, but it was a serious thing. So maybe it's one of the reasons Rambam said. So if you do not know, so I, like in my family, nobody ever like picked the mushroom. So we, like in some family, they would go to the forest. They knew what mushrooms to take. Not my family, no idea. We were like different, right? So I till the day I have no idea. I mean, I would see in that, like today you go to the store, to supermarket. So of course these mushrooms, it's like farm grown. They would not have this poisonous mushroom, of course not. You understand? But if you go to the forest, it's dangerous. Okay. So in plus, as we said, nature changed, people change, food change, it's processed, it's not the same food as used to be, and right, atmosphere changed, everything changed. But Rambam said, if you follow my advice, you're going to live long, happy life, and you would not need doctors. And of course, we like many things. Majority of the things that he said apply today as well. Absolutely, about sleeping habits, about what to eat, like sequence of the foods, like what you take. You start with the light foods, with the salad, and actually this he said you should start with the fruits. That's why in some cultures, in I think in French culture, different culture, they actually start with the fruit salad, right? Cantaloupe salad, all of this like fruit cup, right? They call it fruit cup, and they start with fruits and they go to salad, this and that, and then and Rambam said you want to eat different types of meat. Let's say very rich people, so they would have meat, they would have chicken, that meat of the small animals like lamb, and that or goat, and meat of the big animals. So because in your stomach it should be layers, right? So because meat is the hardest to digest, so you start with the food that easy to digest and then go down, right? But if you start with the meat, so this type of, like, if you start with the meat and then you eat the salad, so the salad would go bad until the meat digested. You understand? So all of this, like a million and a half things that he said, very interesting. We covered them all. It's actually in our class. I think it should be online. I'm not sure if we'll post it. We can check. It's Hilchot Deot. I went in all of the details about this laws. Of course, it's, I don't know, I give you 3% of material, but summary. But we covered in all of the details these topics. Okay. What else?